Hey everyone, Roman Prokopchuk here. Ukraine continues advance in the Kherson Oblast, October 5th, 2022. Recent days saw multiple reports on the liberation of settlements from Russian occupation in Ukraine's south. Last night, Ukraine's Operational Command South reported the liberation of 8 settlements in Kherson Oblast North. As a result of a carefully planned and brilliantly implemented military operation to liberate the territories of Kherson Oblast from occupation, our units liberated, consolidated, and restored the state flag of Ukraine in Liubymivka, Khreshchenivka, Zolota Balka, Biliaivka, Ukrainka, Velyka and Mala Oleksandrivka, as well as in Davydiv Brid in Beryslav district. In various sections of the front, it was possible to deepen from between 10 to 20 kilometers. The current Ukrainian operation in the north of Kherson Oblast activated a few days ago, with official accounts keeping silent on the developments in the south, while Ukrainian soldiers were publishing footage from the newly deoccupied settlements and Russian military bloggers disseminated messages about the Russian threat in the area. So, as you see, obviously, there's been significant developments in the south. The north of that southern front was broken through in terms of the lines a few days ago, and in the last few days, or at least the last 24 hours, several settlements have been taken back, and the push is continuing uh, down south from that north position of the lines being broken, and it looks like Russians are moving back in terms of trying to create another line closer to Kherson. So that's been going on. The weather there, I've spoken about the weather before. Yes, it's getting cold in Ukraine. The last month or two, it's going to be rainy and muddy. So the movement, if you want to move through open fields or areas like that, it's going to be difficult to almost impossible with heavy armor. But in terms of having months of warmth, it's a little bit warmer in the south. As you keep moving south and into Crimea, the winters are usually more temperate, a Mediterranean type climate. But we'll see in the next few weeks what this will open up. Obviously, a lot of new equipment, Western equipment has come into the area, armor, troop carriers. There's been obviously HIMARS and artillery already down in the southern front, but it looks like they're kind of softening up. And what's been done for the last few weeks in terms of HIMAR activity, hitting ammo dumps, fuel dumps, hitting strategic positions of Russian armor and manpower amassing. Whenever there was a satellite imagery provided to Ukraine that there was a large amount of groupings of military units of Russia, they would obviously hit those positions. So they've been hitting this with everything that they've had up until now. The Russian Air Force has been flying consistent missions, shorties, to soften up the lines of Russia, and it looks like it's beginning to start to impact. Obviously, Russia dug into this area. They moved all those men from the Kharkiv front, which actually helped Ukraine then push into Kharkiv and take over the Kharkiv Oblast. But all these men on that western bank of the Dnipro are virtually cut off. I mean, this has been spoken to about for weeks. The bridges are blown out. So they're kind of surrounded. I mean, the numbers estimates between 20 and 25,000 Russian troops in the area. Eventually, if they don't get reinforced, which there's almost no way to do so, and provided with ammunition, food supplies, and fuel, they're going to start having a situation where there's nothing to fight with. So it's either obviously keep fighting and dying for what at this point, or surrendering. So this area has seen a high number of Russian troops surrendering in the last few days as well. So I'll continue to kind of bring this information. Obviously, being a Ukrainian, born in Ukraine, is impactful for my family there and serving in the military, and for me of, Ukrainian descent. So I appreciate all the new subscribers and everybody tuning in. Slava Ukraini, Heroyam Slava, Slava Nazi, Slava Bohu. God bless.